cannot place immigration detainers on someone unless we're actually physically interviewing them. In other words, in the past, we know if we already see somebody that's been arrested, and they're in any county jail anywhere in the country, as long as we have a history with that person, we know who it is, it's fingerprint match, because their fingerprints hit the system, we can place an ICE detainer until that department holds on to that person for us. He completely wiped that away. Said, nope, can't do that.
Well, remember I warned you. The San Francisco 49ers are in town, so New Orleans is inundated with Californians. And I told you it was going to get crazy. I left a little preview of what the crazy is going to be, but this first clip is just a special. This is an ICE agent in California. Yeah, a veteran ICE agent. Guy grew up there in Southern California, and God bless him. You know, to me, this is the ultimate law enforcement. These guys are actually doing what law enforcement should be doing. He's actually protecting us. This is amazing. I mean, to me, you could pretty much arm all the rest of the people in this country and do away with the police and keep these guys. And it's all we need. Truly, I mean, I really, it was an honor to meet this guy and his wife. And so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy them. Remember, if you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. And if you want to, please contribute. I'm on the front lines out there myself. I'm not facing anywhere near the dangers that ICE is, but it's still no walk in the park. And then I got the little preview coming up that is just a small bit of some of the craziness that I've already gotten into in the past couple of days. But this is gonna be some fun videos coming up. So, okay, let's get to this one, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay, well, tip of the hat to you, sir.
Thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. That's a tough job right now.
Yes, it is.
Especially there.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, I've spoken to a lot of agents. I guess I've spoken to 24 agents being out here, you know. And God, and what I hear, one of them told me, so the biggest problem you got facing is the agents have to retire at 57.
Correct.
And there's 3,000 agents that are going to, in the next few years, going to be forced to retire. And because of the flack you guys catch, no one's signing up.
Right. Yeah, we have open positions in my office, my field office.
So what do you think is going to take the place? Robotics? Technology? Drones?
Well, we got to keep the right people in office to make sure we even keep the jobs to begin with.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
They're trying to get them out of California.
I know. It's stupid. I mean, what's keeping you there?
I love it. I'm born and raised there.
Yeah, well, that's it.
We're not going to stay there, though.
Yeah, when I retire, we're probably going to move out of California.
And that's a shame. You see that? I'm hearing this because, I mean, obviously, from riders and house, I'm getting a lot of California. But I hear it over and over again. Oh, God almighty, the beauty of that place, and to see how the politics are screwing up, and people that grew up there being forced to leave. I mean, you're being run out of your home towns.
Yeah.
We are.
We actually just bought a home out in Riverside County in Temecula. The is out there a little further. It's a more conservative area, which we like.
Yeah.
And it's a nice area. It's kind of untouched mostly, so it's wine country out there.
Yes.
First Friday of every month, they have a Trump rally.
I know.
Yeah,
We're
which
like-
actually was
Well, luckily, I mean, it's a big enough state that you're going to find these nice pockets of, sane people. You know, I had a guy come by yesterday. He's doing an Italian restaurant in San Francisco, and he said Pelosi would come all the time, and he hated her.
So what's the sentiment here? Like, are people conservative here? Or?
Oh no, all cities are liberal cesspools.
So do you get a lot of flack being out here?
From the skinny jean pencil neck nitwits. They're easily handled. I've been doing this long enough to be able to find this out. Collectively, they're dumber than a train load of hammers, and they're cowards.
Yeah, that's what we've talked. We've talked like, what if it eventually came down to like a civil war? There was going to be a civil war. He said it would be easy to win.
It'd be over in 48 hours.
easy to win.
It'd be over in 48 hours.
Yeah.
They don't want to fight.
Yeah, they don't know how to fight.
They talk a tough game. But they
Yeah, plus they don't have the guns.
Yeah, exactly.
The guns. Oh man, I talked to a nice attorney out here one day. Boy, he went on for about a half hour, and he was like on a rage.
Yeah.
Telling me some of the problems you guys are facing. And whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in California, we've just recently had a federal judge out there handcuff us where we cannot place immigration detainers on someone unless we're actually physically interviewing them. In other words, in the past, we know if we already see somebody that's been arrested and they're in any county jail anywhere in the country, as long as we have a history with that person, we know who it is, it's fingerprint match because their fingerprints hit the system, we can place an ICE detainer until that department holds on to that person for us. He completely wiped that away. He said, nope, can't do that. Just another way to keep us from being able to catch anybody. But that's in California. That's under the Ninth Circuit.
Yeah.
The Ninth Circuit is
Oh God, yeah.
so liberal. It's
They're
ridiculous.
horrible.
So ICE is looking at maybe even leaving California.
Well, to do that, we're not going to leave California without agents.
To move your operation.
To move the operations where they're just looking people up through the computer and finding people that way. We're going to have to get it out of California because they're not going to allow it there anymore. So,
Criminals.
Yeah.
I mean,
Criminals.
it's of course everybody shakes their head when they talk about this stuff.
And we can literally have somebody who's committed 20 crimes, been deported 10 times, and the state of California still said, nope, can't have them. Let them go. So.
And there's got to be a bigger agenda behind all of this.
Sure. Well, we always say, right, they want the votes, but
It's bigger than that.
yeah, I think so too.
I think it's bigger than that. It's all about destroying this country as a whole. I
agree.
You've heard of Cloward and Piven. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, in 1964, they asked two political scientists, if you were to bring down the United States, Western countries, how would you do it? Well, we can't do it militarily because too strong. So what you do is you start brush fire wars all over the place, and you create a lot of animosity and refugees, and then you play on the guilt of the host countries that started those wars. You open up the borders to the refugees, allow them to come in and overflow the welfare system, and then you bring down the countries financially from the inside. Sound familiar?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So that's Cloward and Piven, and I think that's more of what they're doing.
I would agree with
I think
that.
that's a big agenda on these.
Obviously, you watch the Democratic debates; they're all willing to put their hand up and say, "Yeah, we want open borders."
Yeah.
They want open borders. It's not even they're not hiding it anymore.
I know. 10 years ago, that would have been a no verbatim.
Yeah.
Now it's like, they brag about it.
Yeah.
Brag about their and I do actually going beyond and give them more rights to the illegal aliens than they are the citizens
Certainly
here.
in California, they are.
Yeah.
And then we have people like Maxine Waters over there, one of the House of Representatives over there. She just says straight out to the public. I mean, on TV, ICE agents are horrible people. We're evil.
You guys swore to the Constitution
Exactly.
to protect this country.
Exactly. We're just like any other law enforcement.
And you are
agency.
facing the most dangerous people.
There comes times where like they even tell them like take different ways home from work so people can't follow you. Like
Yeah, well, that's been going on for a while. Don't take the same way home. You never know, that kind of stuff. So.
God
They know
bless
where
you,
we,
man.
they know where we work. Obviously we're in the federal buildings. They know exactly where we are. So
God bless you. I'm
not-
seriously. I mean, putting up with that takes. Man.
it's like anything else, right? No matter what you're talking about, you want to mess with me, mess with me. Don't mess with my family. Don't mess with people.
Well,
I care
that's not
about.
how they work. These
And
people
of
are
course-
pure evil.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
But
are
yet they
pure
say
evil.
we're the evil ones.
Well, that's it. I mean, you know how it works, man. Everything they accuse us of, they do tenfold. That's what they are. I mean, they are. Look, there's no other way to explain them as being evil. They're just evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're not even human. It's some other entity going on here. It's like, which is a whole nother idea about what's going on. God. Oh, damn. How long before retirement?
Well, I'll be turning 51 in January, so I have 6 years from that point.
Oh, Lord.
It's about 6 years.
You can stick it out there. Huh?
Yeah, I can retire next year. Actually, I'll have the time in, but no reason to quit. I'm not quitting now. So
Strong man.
He's got a job to do.
I swear. God, tip of the hat to you. I really just.
yeah, I appreciate
Man.
that.
Thank God you got Donald in behind you, huh?
That's right. We love Donald.
Yeah.
Trust me, we all do.
Yeah, I know that. It's all the agents I speak to are going, yeah. He knows.
We definitely want 4 more years. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
And the wall. And how's the wall coming along? Is it,
Yeah, well, I mean, they've started and they built some part of the wall. He has some of the wall built, but
You got some of the funding from the military.
But then you don't really hear about it anymore. It's kind of something that's just on the back
They
burner.
moved on to just
They moved forward.
impeachment right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I know. What idiots. I live to shoot themselves in the foot. His approval ratings have gone up.
Yeah.
The economy's doing great.
Yeah.
The economy's like phenomenal.
Well, what's ridiculous is ultimately, even if the House says impeach him, the Senate's not going to say impeach him.
Of course not.
So what's the end result?
It's all
Nothing.
political. It's all political. We know it's all political.
So-
Then they get up there and say, we're praying for him. This is so
Oh, yeah. That was baloney. That was
praying.
Pelosi
Well,
the
you're
other day.
praying to Satan.
Bringing up her Catholic upbringing.
Yeah. What did your Catholic upbringing say about the abortions you
Exactly.
flawed?
Pick and choose what they need things for, right?
Yeah, they certainly had to cherry pick what they want, don't they? Amazing.
Well, nice to meet you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. God bless you.
Joe,
Here,
by the way.
Joe, here, there's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton, Joe.
Awesome.
As you
Nice to
know,
meet you.
it's good for any crime in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
God
you very
bless you
much.
guys.
All right, you have a good one.
So how was that guy, huh? Solid. God, salute him. Salute him. And remember to hit that like button and share it, and contribute if you can. All right, thanks for coming by. God bless you. Remember to pray for me out there. And here's a coming preview of some of the craziness you're going to soon see on the streets.
Because that's interfering with the politics of the United States.
How's that interfering with it?
Interfering
Brezhnev, the company,
Yeah.
was known as one of the most corrupt countries in the Ukraine.
Okay.
All right? So all of a sudden, Biden's son gets on the board of Burisma for $84,000 a
Well,
month.
this is
Now, why we
have to
and now the
investigate that?
Ukraine?
That's
Wait!
the
Now,
Justice of
wait! Listen to me.
Department. Justice of Department should
Will you
do
shut
that.
up and listen to me?
Well, all right. I'm
The
telling you.
prosecutor in Ukraine was investigating Burisma.
Yeah.
Okay? Biden, as vice president, then got on video, we have him on video saying this, if you do not fire the prosecutor that's investigating Burisma, which my son works for, you will not get the $1 billion in aid. You either fire that prosecutor and stop that investigation, or you don't get the aid. That's exactly what they're accusing Donald Trump of. But then we have now what you're accusing Trump of.
Yeah.
bullshit because both the president of Ukraine has said at least a half dozen times there was no quid pro quo. We didn't have a deal. There was no pressure.
There was quid pro when you asked something. You asked the government.
Wait.
Of Ukraine.
So he's lying.
Listen. You
so
don't
the president's
listen. You
lying.
just don't.